Hi, I'm Rabbi Sam, and welcome back to Parenting in the Parashat. This week's Parashat of Teiztei contains 74 mitzvot, 12% of all of the 613 commandments of Judaism, more than any other parasha. And it's an opportune time to discuss the concept of a mitzvah, a commandment, how we relate to it as parents, and how we teach our children to relate to the commandment. In particular, I want to focus on the concept of the good boy or the good girl, the good child, who is one who follows instructions. Now, I'm not saying we all do this, but probably to a greater or lesser extent. All of us have found ourselves saying explicitly or in our minds that a good child is one who does what we say, is one who is compliant, is one who trusts us to know what is best for them and just does it. And if that is the case, then probably we would relate to the mitzvot of Hashem in the same way as well. We will unquestioningly follow all 613 mitzvot because we know that Hashem knows what's best for us. Well, in every child's life, they reach a point in which they no longer take for granted that their parent knows what's best for them, that they want to start making their own decisions and doing things their own way. And really what's needed at that point is not to define a child by good or bad based on how easily they follow external instructions, even those of a parent who loves them, but whether they are following a good path in life. To lay out very clearly from a fairly early age much of the rationale for why we're giving the instructions. Now, I'm not saying that every instruction has to be, accompanied by a lengthy shiur explaining why it is important. But yes, that there is the framework that is created for our children in which we explain to them, I'm asking you to clean your room because there is a value in having things neat and tidy and orderly. That shows a respect for the things that we have. It shows a respect for our space. Respect to something is important. It makes me as a parent feel that you are grateful for the things that I have given you and the way in which I take care of you. You explained it in the context of the values. And the idea is that they internalize, understand, and live by the values by which we want them to live. And then, when they are no longer so compliant, when it's not so easy to get them to follow what we say, at least we have implanted within them the values. And I believe that Hashem has the same attitude towards all of us as well. Yes, Hashem has all of these commandments, but the idea is if we understand why, and so much of Torah is about explaining reasons for mitzvot, if we understand why Hashem has given us these commandments and the way in which they can make us into holier people and uplift the lives of those around us as well as our own lives to achieve holiness in the world, then we'll find it that much more palatable, more straightforward to choose such a life for ourselves. Shabbat Shalom.